I'm going to start this video for Lori. Her YouTube channel is Nigella for me. Her latest video, she's asking, can you sleep during the daytime? Now, as a general rule, I don't, but a few times I have. Generally, I'll either be watching something on TV or watching something here on YouTube, and I'll be doing slow, deep breathing where I'm putting myself in that meditative state, and I'll go to sleep. And it's maybe 15 minutes, half an hour, something like that. Then I wake up. Now, somebody should talk about that jerk awake. You're starting to go to sleep and you jerk awake real quick. Now, at least among us New Agers, the belief there is, that's not universal, but the belief with us New Agers is that your body and your mind are starting to go to sleep, but your body's not quite deeply relaxed enough, and your astral body starts to leave your physical body, and your physical body is saying, "Wait a minute, I'm not deeply relaxed enough." You need, it draws the astral body back in real quick. That's not universally accepted, but that's one belief. But anyway, yeah, I can sleep during the daytime, but it's not a real deep sleep normally, and it's not very long. Not like at night, where it's, of course, at night sometimes it's not that long either. Just depends upon what else is going on with me. Next thing I'm going to cover is for the space shuttle. The space shuttle hasn't been flying for many years, but there was a question was asked of Captain Steve on his YouTube channel. Somebody's asking about back during the day when the space shuttle was flying. They would, if the airport they were taking off or landing on was close to where the shuttle was got to take off or land on, they would restrict air traffic, commercial aviation from the flight path of the shuttle. Now, with one time, I think they only landed the shuttle once or twice in New Mexico. The normal runway to land was in Florida. They had another one in, I guess, Edwards Air Force Base, just with like a super long runway. And then there's a third one in somewhere in New Mexico. Now, I remember me and my dad, now this was back, I'd say, late 70s or very early 80s. I was working with my dad from the early 70s up to, I had a vehicle of my own that was, working. I was still working with him, but, I had another vehicle that I was still from maybe early 80s on. I'm thinking this is probably late 70s. But anyway, me and my dad were together up on the roof somewhere in Glendale, and we heard this double boom, boom, just like that. And it was very unusual. And the top, we didn't know that the shuttle was going to land, but later we found out the shuttle did land in New Mexico, and they said, yeah, that's got to have been that shuttle, going several times the speed of sound, as it was landing, creating a double sonic boom. That's almost had to have been that shuttle. So I think it only landed in Mexico once or twice. Just kind of interesting. Let's see. Next one for Pole Barn Garage, his latest video. He's going to use an engine. He's modifying a 302 he got out of a Ford. I can't think what it was. Take it out of there. He's got to put it back in there. He took it out, put a mild race cam in there. I don't know quite why he did. Well, he took the block out, took the stock cam, and put a mild race cam in there with some different lifters, some different push rods, and he changed the valve train a little bit. I've watched the video about halfway through there. I haven't watched the video all the way through, but I think if I was going to do that engine, I would have went ahead and put rings in there and main and rod bearings. Of course, the heads, he got some aluminum, higher compression aluminum rings, some aluminum heads that he's got to race with. I think I would have used stock heads, but what I would have been doing would be using for a stock car and not putting it in something I was racing. Difference in strategy. But anyway, let's see what else I'm going to cover. I'll get my pickup here in a second. Trying to read my own writing here. Cover Lori. Let's see what this one is. Oh, the Vonyach manuscript. I'm not saying that right. Now, there's quite a number of YouTube videos. I guess probably regular internet sites dedicated to the Vonyach manuscript. I said again, I'm not saying that right. There may not be an exact pronunciation of that in English, but anyway, now they still don't know exactly what this document is. It's at least 600 years old because they've dated the material that's made out of, carbon dated it to sometime in the mid 1400s. Now there's pictures of it. There's pictures of naked women. There's pictures of different plants. There's herbal. You just have to watch the videos dedicated to this because there's some pretty weird stuff on there. But the language, they don't know if this is a real language that people just don't speak anymore and they can't figure out what it is. If it's something that was made up, if it's some type of code, if it's just some gibberish, maybe somebody made this all up just to sell to somebody to make a bunch of money. 600 years, they don't know quite who made this or why they made it, but it's very, very interesting. Vonyas, I'll get the exact spelling on it and put in another video for Vonyas manuscript or document or whatever you call it. Now my pickup, we've got the transmission out. I've got a half a part. I've got the forward clutch, the clutch is apart. Now there's one stupid little snap ring. I don't have the right snap ring pliers on there. Been spending the past couple hours trying to get this one snap ring out of there. Now what I might do, just leave that. I've got about 3 other cases. I might try to assemble one of those, just try to make something else work. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I still need other tools and other parts and stuff. So I need to kind of figure out what I got. I'll probably play with that snap ring another hour or so if I can't figure it out. I may see what else I can put together. So I'm thinking something's broken down in the very tail end of the transmission because I still can't get quite back in there. That stupid little snap ring, it would be easier if I had the right snap ring pliers, but I don't. Let's see. I've got job work I need to do sometime. One lady didn't call me. Another one is working. Well, the 2 of them are working. One of them called me this morning. I said, "Hey, give me another couple of days." He said, "All right, you can come back here in a couple of days." So, but I still need to get my pickup rolling because I'm gonna eventually run out of stuff. Like I've only got a limited amount of ice in the fridge or in the freezer. Of course, I got some friends of mine I can say, "Hey, go get me another bag of ice," and they will. But I need to get my pickup rolling. Again, if some chick wants to take me down to the wrecking yard and help me get a transmission and have me trade off some, brakes, tune up, that type of thing, we can still do that. I don't think H600 want to do that, but I'm just tossing it out there. Or if some guy wants me to help them get some, if someone, male or female, wants to help me get a transmission in the wrecking yard, and then go get something, and a project car out of one of the wrecking yards. I need some other work done. Hey, we'll sit down and talk. Otherwise, I'll keep playing with my transmission.